Hello, welcome to today's video. Today I will do a summary of this Messari report called State of Polkadot in the second quarter. The report presents several key metrics providing fairly good knowledge about the overall state of the Polkadot in the second quarter compared to previous quarters. The report was published on Messari website. I will leave the link in the description. Messari is one of the most well-known crypto research companies that provides the crypto market with professional crypto data, tools, analysis and research. Polkadot on-chain data collected for and published in this report come from Polkadot Subscan Explorer. At first, brief introduction of Polkadot. Polkadot is a proof-of-stake blockchain which is designed to support and prove many different application-specific blockchains called parachains, which will be mutually interconnected. These parachains are layer 1 blockchains. Polkadot is a layer 0 blockchain that allows building a network of blockchains. Each parachain within Polkadot is built using blockchain development framework called Substrate, which allows developers to select specific components that best suit their blockchain and use case. Using Substrate ensures that all parachains are interoperable with each other. And by connecting to the Polkadot relay chain, all parachains automatically get Polkadot's shared security and interoperability. Now, network financials. Polkadot's market valuation at the end of the second quarter dropped to $7.9 billion. That is 66% decline compared to $23 billion valuation from the start of the second quarter. Polkadot's market valuation all-time high was on November 5th last year, $56.6 billion. DOT token was at that time trading around $55. Now, network usage. This part of the report analyzes the number of active and new accounts and DOT transfers on Polkadot. The number of active user accounts was consistent quarter over quarter. In each month in the second quarter, Polkadot had on average 145,000 monthly users compared to 149,000 monthly users in the first quarter. These numbers collect both active accounts pink bar as well as new accounts blue bar. So the decline in active and new user accounts, which began in December last year, halted in the second quarter. The number of monthly active accounts to some degree definitely reflects the activity on the network. However, the number of new accounts necessarily doesn't have to correctly reflect the number of new Polkadot adopters, since one new user can create multiple new accounts and also existing user could have simply created a new account. The peak of activity on Polkadot was in the fourth quarter last year with the Parachain auctions hype, with a total 566,000 monthly users on average each month. DOT transfers are indicated with this orange line. Again, the amount of DOT transfers peaked in November last year. This year, DOT token transfers were nearly identical quarter over quarter. In the second quarter, Polkadot averaged 293 million DOT transfers per month compared to 288 million transfers per month in the first quarter. Now, DOT token distribution. Polkadot is an inflationary network. That means there is no maximum amount of DOT. The annual inflation rate varies, but it averages approximately 10%. According to Subscan, the current inflation rate of Polkadot network is 7.7%. Most of the inflation rewards are distributed to validators who secure Polkadot network. During the second quarter, consistently between 54 to 56% of total DOT tokens were staked. Polkadot ended the second quarter with a total supply of 1.2 billion DOT. Let's move to decentralization and staking. Polkadot uses a nominated proof-of-stake consensus, which means, unlike delegated proof-of-stake consensus, that DOT stakers who stake their DOT with validators are subject to slashing. Stakers on Polkadot are called nominators as they nominate their DOT tokens to validators who secure the network. This validator-nominator model is designed to decentralize Polkadot's set of validators. At the end of the second quarter, Polkadot had 297 active validators. 283 validators, which is 95%, had between 1.8 to 2.6 million DOT staked. Thus, this shows that staked DOT tokens are equally distributed amongst all Polkadot validators. However, of course, those 297 validators is not the final number. In the short-term future, Polkadot aims to increase the number of validators to 1000. According to Polkadot Wiki, the number of validators could reasonably scale up. However, increasing validators above 1000 remains a goal for later iterations of Polkadot. I was also surprised to find out that of the total DOT staked, 99.8% comes from nominators and only 0.2% of staked DOT is from validators. On Polkadot, it is possible for a single entity to operate multiple validators. This table shows that in the second quarter there were 7 entities running multiple validators. These 7 entities operated in total 63 validators, and these 63 validators combined accounted for 22% of total DOT staked. What this means is that 78% of the total DOT staked is spread across 234 validators. This shows that decentralization process of Polkadot is still ongoing and Polkadot has not yet reached its highest designed level of decentralization. Now briefly about Parachains. Up until now, 20 Parachains have been onboarded on Polkadot. In total, 131 million DOT has been bonded for Parachain slot leases so far. Polkadot has scheduled 21 more auctions until February next year, so in theory there could be 41 Parachains by February next year. This is the distribution of Polkadot Parachains by their application and use case. 11 DeFi chains, 3 smart contract platforms and 6 chains developing Web3 infrastructure. Now the relation between Polkadot and Kusama. Kusama has nearly identical code base and architecture. All new code rollouts are proposed, approved, tested and implemented on Kusama before moving to Polkadot. The original vision of Kusama is to test, experiment and break, while on Polkadot only properly tested and proven code will be implemented. There is also a strong correlation in terms of market valuation between Polkadot and Kusama. The market cap of Polkadot is consistently around 15 times higher than Kusama's market cap. Thus, it comes as a no surprise. There is a high correlation, 0.92, between market caps of these two networks. The report also states that in the second quarter, Polkadot had 8.4 times more active users than Kusama. Looking at the total number of DOT and KSM holders on Subscan, the difference is not that big, over 1 million DOT holders and 259,000 KSM holders. Given slightly over 1 million DOT holders worldwide, it's still very early days for Polkadot. And now perhaps the most important metric, developer activity. Developer community is one of the strengths of Polkadot. These are 5 largest ecosystems by the total developers from December last year. Polkadot had the second largest developer community in 2021 after Ethereum. The report states that Polkadot's developer activity in the second quarter remained consistent with previous quarters. Those pink bars indicate the number of unique developer events, the more the better. Clearly, the amount is stable and consistent throughout the last 12 months. What is more, developer activity has not decreased in the last 2 quarters since crypto entered bear market. So developers keep building, the development of Polkadot goes on at the same pace even in a full-blown bear market. Personally, I find developer community and activity one of the most important metrics in terms of future potential of the network. And at the end, Messari also lists key Polkadot developments in the second quarter and also future ecosystem challenges. To grow the community, Polkadot introduced monthly community calls. These calls aim to review updates and highlight upcoming developments. The recordings are uploaded to Polkadot YouTube channel. And also a book called Polkadot for Beginners has been released. By far the biggest development this year so far has been XCM. Polkadot completed an upgrade that enables parachain to parachain communication via cross-consensus message format. This enables parachains to exchange messages and tokens with other parachains. The most active in this regard has been Moonriver and Karura. As for the main challenges, Messari mentions these 3. First, Polkadot needs its big moment to reignite users' interest and activity. The author of this report argues that with the launch of XCM, the next big moment for Polkadot could come with the development of a new functionality and use cases that will showcase the power of Polkadot's network effect thanks to all interconnected parachains. Crucial is also gonna be whether Polkadot maintains its leading position in developer activity and maintains its existing developer community. The big competitor in this regard will be Cosmos ecosystem, which also successfully attracts Web3 developers thanks to its inter-blockchain communication protocol. And lastly, scaling XCM, Polkadot must continue onboarding new parachains, connect them with XCM, and many new communication channels must be opened between parachains. Quite a long video this time, but now is the right time to broaden our knowledge about Kusama. Be sure to let me know how you feel about this report and about the future of Polkadot. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in my next video.